Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So today I have a little bit of a different art journal project for you. It's a collaboration with Cindy Utter and 4 other YouTube artists. Now let me just get the list. We've also got Gina Ahrens, Shannon Green, Meridel Abrams and Aaron Blazevich. So as well as myself and Cindy. So now what Cindy asked us to do, she sent us all the same piece of artwork. Now this is the portrait of Dora Maar by Picasso, and she's asked us to use that as a piece of inspiration to create an art project. So instead of just using that as inspiration, I've decided to create something that incorporates it too. So this is the piece of artwork that Cindy has sent to everybody that's doing the hop. Now, I believe we've all got the same piece of artwork. It's been laminated, so it's totally protected, but because I want to use the entire image in my art journal, then obviously I didn't want to damage this. So what I've done is I've put it underneath my all-in-one printer, my scanning printer, and I've created a copy so that I can use it. So what I want to do is let me put that one to one side now and use this, is I'm going to incorporate this actually into the art journal page. Now, because I want to kind of mirror what this image is here, I have some tracing paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I need the dimensions. I want the dimensions to be the same. I want it to look as though the painting has been continued onto another side, and that there is another person sat, and that's who she's looking at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with quite a heavy pencil. Well, this is HP, but I'm going to go quite heavily. And I'm going to start off by just drawing the basic kind of dimensions of the head, so that I've got something to work with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilise the kind of shape that already is there. So I'm going to kind of use similar kind of shape just for the head, just so that I know where everything is, and then I'm going to build up my image from this. So I'm going to carry on and start adding in some detailing because I know what I want to do with the figure. So I'm going to carry on drawing this, but I'm not going to show you what I'm doing just yet. And then when it's finished, when I'm happy with the drawing first of all, then I'll transfer it onto my page so that I can start adding colour. Actually, I thought I'd let you in on the drawing, so there you go. So that's pretty much, I've just been doodling over the top, rubbing out and adding in detail and stuff as and when. So what I can do now is I can flip it and I can create a second page looking the opposite direction. So it looks as though we're sat having a conversation. So I now need to transfer this image over into my art journal page. So this is my large dilutions art journal. So there's my drawing. I'm going to flip it over so that I'm facing the other way, and then I'm going to go over all of the lines, and hopefully this will transfer the graphite from the pencil onto my art journal page. Now I could use carbon paper if this doesn't work, but I think it will. Sufficiently enough for me to be able to go back over it again later. Doing pretty well. So I've gone back over the entire drawing and I've taken a pencil to the lines underneath and I've tried to tidy and clean up what I can from there. So it's now a process of starting to clean up this image to remove off any extraneous kind of marks that I don't want, and this will then be the basis for me to start adding paint and detail, depending on how I decide or what colours I decide to actually use for this. Now I'm almost tempted to actually try and use Copics to colour this in to make it look the same, and then add in some detail later on with some distress markers, because I think the Copics will give it that kind of blendability on the face. So I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. Now, because of the different amount of Copic colours that I'm going to be using producing this art journal page, it would take me absolutely forever to list every single colour that I use when I use it. So I do try and show the colour to the camera, but obviously it's going to be speeded up, so you might not be able to catch it. I haven't got a huge collection of Copics, but there's going to be at least 10 to 12 or maybe even 15 different colours going into this art journal page, so it would be very difficult just to list every single colour that I've used, but it's down to whatever colours I can reproduce from the original Picasso painting. So I'm just trying to match the colours and the shades. So you'll see me using a black outliner pen. This is the Pigma Micron number 5 pen. I'm just going to use this to create the black outlines, which kind of mirrors what's in the original Picasso painting. So I'll use this as I'm adding in the colour. I'll go around and I'll add those outlines with that Pigma pen as well. So one of the things that I also wanted to try and do with this art journal page is mirror the colours that have already been used. So where in the original painting, if you can see around the top, it looks like she may be wearing a scarf that has some pinks and some purples in, and her top has some blues and greens in. I decided I was going to try and mirror that pattern in the mug. As you can see, I've done a similar pattern to the scarf on the mug, but also with my dicky bow tie and my waistcoat, I'm also going to try and mirror those colours that she has in her top as to what I'm wearing. And I'll also try and mirror that in the lower half as well. So she's wearing a skirt, I'm wearing trousers. I'll try and match those colours and patterns. So when I finally get around to doing the trousers, I wanted to make the trousers match the skirt that she's wearing. Now it looks as though she's wearing a tartan skirt, so I decided I was going to make myself wear some tartan trousers. So hence I'm colouring in the trousers red and then grabbing one of those Pigma pens and adding in like a tartan check pattern to the trousers too. So it's now time to add the original drawing or the original painting to my art journal page. So I've cut off the excess white from around the outside, and I'm just going to glue the page down using the Collall multi-purpose spirit glue. Now you can see I've grabbed my ruler and I'm just following on the lines from the background, excuse the head, and just using the same angles and trying to match the colours from the background of the original into the background of mine. Now I don't want to go too heavy with this, I just want to make it look as though, you know, it continues on. And the quote that I've used is from Picasso, and it reads, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." And I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to do any more to this art journal page. I've continued on the original drawing. We're now sat having a conversation, so all I need to do now is just to sign and date it, and this art journal page is complete. So I hope you really enjoyed my interpretation of the piece of artwork that Cindy sent. So I've incorporated that totally, I think. I really enjoyed doing it as well. It's not often I get to get my Copics out. Anyway, so don't forget, if you want to see what the other YouTube artists have done, the links to their channels are in the description area below this video. So that's all from me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with all your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. But don't forget to check out all the other YouTube artists too that have participated. So that's all from me. I will see you all again real soon. Bye for now.